All right. Yep. So now I went through and got this set up in here. I went through and edited the picture in Photoshop to remove all the wood. But this lets me go through and change a few things without actually wiring anything. Exactly. So I can take and I know there's a spot coming in here. And this is going to be red. And it's going to be like 400. Maybe not 400. Maybe not 400. Let's we'll we'll say 200 because this is that huge thick line that goes in. Let's see here now. Let's see. Is there a way to move stuff below layers? Probably so. There we go. Alright, so we got the power coming in. And let's see here. Where is my... my diagram I made. Where did I save it to? Alright. So I have... Let's take these. Oops. Just the devices. Copy those. Let's see if we can paste them over here. Ooh, okay, so I gotta shrink those down a lot. Alright, so we're gonna have, actually I need to put those, oops, don't wanna do that. Let's select these. These are gonna go on the opposite side. So we're going to have, that can disappear because that's in the center. And let's see here, what do we got else here? We got the switches. I'll paste those down here. those down even further. All right. So and then we got the ECU, which is going to have the IOs up here. Can I drag that out to a second? Oh, I can have that on my second screen. Nice. I like that. Alright, so we're going to take lines. Let's copy that one and paste it over here. Everything's probably going to be massive, yeah. I'll be better off just redrawing the lines over on this one. Alright, so we're going to go from the fan. We're going to go to here. We're going to go from the fuel pump to here. And this one's going to go. Well, I could just go straight there. Okay. So now change these all to red. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on these. What's that? That's not a bad idea. See, that was, where was that option at? That was, line weights? Oh, no, that wasn't it. That just makes them, preferences? I do not remember. Alright, headlights. Headlights is going to be different. You streaming me too? What's the delay on it? Like a 20-second, 30-second? Yeah, so that's a good delay. I should actually be able to change that in the settings here. Stream. Okay. All right. Shift those come down. All right, so the tack, so I need two there. So we're going to do a line here. I don't like that. Let's see here. The top one is going to be. It's going to go to a relay. I could totally do that. Let me actually do that. You can put you. I'll put you on the bottom of the screen here with me. We'll do another input source. We're gonna. I think you're the only viewer. Yep, it's probably my dad. So we will do a display capture. We'll add a source. We're going to call this Discord TV. Add source, and it is. Yep, that one right there. Don't want to capture the cursor. And then we go, we'll shrink this down. And now we'll put you over here. Welcome to the live stream. I got the volume turned up, so now people can actually hear you talk through Discord.
Oh no, that's not good. I have to watch what I say.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see here. Now, so the red is going to go to the relay. The black is going to go to the output from the ECU for the tachometer. Flex is going to come over and let's do this. Let's shift these back a little bit. And then this is going to come over here. Be the input for flex. And then this is going to be the input for... ooh, I don't like that. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. It's only gonna make... Alright, so... Hi, Dad.
Gonna add one more to chat.
My mom just texted and said my dad's watching too.
Well, I assume so. We had one viewer, and it wasn't me.
Alright, so, and then we got the last one is going to be the starter. So we'll draw a line from this. Actually, I need to move this. I want... Lights are going to be completely different. Those aren't going to go on there, but this... I want the starter on the bigger bar.
Yeah, that would make sense. Bigger wire.
Exactly. That's going to be red. Alright, and let's see here. Close enough. Let's see. This is going to be a purple wire because it's actually a purple wire. Actually, no, that one's blue. That one's black. This one is going to be red. Alright, so let's take this and paste it over here. And so we're going to go from here. We're going to go here. And we're just going to do a generic one to each of those because I'm going to draw 8 wires. So we're going to have one that goes here. This is blue because it's the blue and white from the tack output. Turn the whole thing. I guess I'll just keep it that way for now. And then we're going to have another one that's going to be... Can I change this one to green? Okay, that works there. And that's going to be for the fuel. So this one is going to go to let's draw so that's going to go to the relay. That is the trigger for it. So that's going to go to 86. Alright, so... But that's actually got to go to 2 of them. So we're going to split this. Go to 2 of them. Because that's going to trigger 2 relays. So the output from that is going to be 30. And that's going to go to the actual fuel pumps.
Should be red.
And then we're going to go, which is going to be this one. And then this one. And that's going to be the output of that one and that one. So now I can change this one to red. Change this one to red. And this one to red. So that is the output of those two. So I still have to do the inputs. All the inputs are going to be 87. So I'm just going to draw a line across there and make that red. No, I can't even do that because not all these are power-based triggers. Let's see here. So what I do have to do on these though is I have to jumper 87 and 85 because these are controlled by the ECU. Yes. So 85 and 87 get jumpered. And then what I have to do is the switch for the fuel pump, which is this switch here, is going to be a ground-based switch. So we're going to do a ground over here. And so we go up here. And then this is going to be a secondary ground, which is going to go up here. But I also need right. There we go. I need my little diodes. Because I don't want any current backfeeding any possible way into the ECU. And then that one will be fine because it doesn't matter, it's just a switch. If it gets a ground, it gets a ground. So that gives me my 2 triggers for my fuel pump. And the fan, let's do the fan next because that's going to be similar. Fan is going to be a trigger off here as well. And what color is this one? I think this one's yellow. So this is going to be another line that comes down here. And send this one over because this one is a ground-based trigger as well. That'll go there. And then this will be the same output here.
Reading the funny note, right?
I'll make this one red. And this is going to be the same way as well. We're going to bridge 87 and 85. So that way we can turn the fan on with a switch. So we're going to do the same thing with this one here. So this is going to come up, be a ground as well. And then we're going to do another diode. Same thing for this one. Because we don't want a... Oh, that one's not a ground based. That one is power based. The only ground based one was the fan. That's right. So that means how did I have that before?
Change share decal +1.
When in doubt, open the global config for Terminator X and see what it says. Alright, pin map. Outputs. And it doesn't say. Fan is ground, which is fine. Fuel pump relay output is 12 volts. So it is a 12 volt output for the fuel. So that is why I do want, I'm going to do dual diodes. And this one we put here. This is going to be red because that's going to be power. And so this one is not going to be a ground. This one has to come over here. We're actually going to have alright, so we're going to do power off here. So this is going to be red. Alright, so these, that can disappear, that can disappear. That one can stay the same, that's fine because it's a ground trigger. Alright. Alright, so we'll drag this over here. Take this one, and we're going to rotate that around. And we're going to put that one on this one. Alright, so what is this one? This one is for the fan.
I have no input. I'm here for moral support.
I appreciate it. change this to red. Alright, so that's gonna have to, 85 is gonna have to go to ground. 87 is gonna go to battery. 87 is gonna go to battery there. 87 and 85 will go to battery there. They'll just be jumpered. So we're gonna do. Let's see here. What's next? This one. It's gonna go to ground. So we'll make a little ground for this one. Alright, Control C. Paste that one up here. So now we got those going to ground. That's going to ground. 87 is going to go to battery. 87 to battery. Alright, and this one. What's the other fuel pump? Close enough for that. So now we got the fan. We got both fuel pumps hooked up. Next we need both scavenge pumps.
Capital.
So those are going to be off output 3 of the ECU. And that is going to be another ground-based trigger. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4 outputs, so it's going to come off here. And let's see here, this is going to go to sumps, and this is going to go to 86 over here. And that I'm not going to have any secondary triggers on. And then this is going to come over here, and we'll go this way. And then let's just go ahead and... Oh, I can't move that individually up. That sucks. Alright. So that gives me the power out there. This one I can bridge 87 and 85 as well. Because that's just going to be controlled by the ECU all the time anyways. The only thing I think I might want to do is I might put like a status light.
Okay.
The fuel pumps won't need them because those things are loud enough you can hear them. But the scavenge pumps, those might be nice to have an LED light on them or something so that you know that they're running. Of course, I guess if they're not running, you're obviously going to be just like squirting oil all out the front of the car. So, let's see here.
Smoke gives it away.
Definitely gives it away.
It's usually better not to know before the smoke comes out, though.
Very true. Alright, so I now have... So I gotta do the transmission and the lights on relays. So I guess we can do the transmission next. So that is going to be... Oh, I gotta finish drawing the lines for the scavenge pumps. When you were listening to the stream, could you hear any music in the background?
Nope.
I
don't know. I can go back on and see.
Maybe I should just ask my dad. Hey, Dad, can you hear any music in the background? I have music going quietly in the background. I'm trying not to keep it up super loud because it drowns everything out in my headset. I almost need a mixer so I can have the audio go into the stream as the background, but not go into my headset. This is the Try Hard mix on YouTube for no copyrighted music. The last live stream I did with all the country music in it, I got flagged with like 60 copyright violations for the music in there. And the funny thing was it wasn't like the new artists. It was all the old, like Bob Seger and all the oldies. All the old people. Yeah, so... I have the fan hooked up like this before. So basically the computer controls it through a relay. That's how I've had it set up that way the whole time. Because otherwise you have to get like one of those 20 amp switches. And this way I can use my little toggle switches as a secondary trigger for it. But still no music. That's odd. I'll have to figure that one out. Alright, so this one's got to go red. That gives me my 2 sumps, gives me my 2 fuel pumps and my fan. All of those running through my relays, and gives my fuel pump and my fan secondary triggers if I want to trigger it off a switch for manual. Next is going to be the starter and the transmission shift, because that has to go through another relay. So that's going to go...
Your dad wants to know if you can hear him.
I can't hear you talk, but I can see your text. So we're so Rachel's in Discord. And so we're talking in Discord, and that's how you can see her. And I added her on the screen here. So I'll eventually have to show you Discord and how to get it set up on your phone, but it's is not as easy to work on a phone as it is on a computer, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how that works on this.
So, there is a setting with Streamlabs that I don't have set up. It's called faster than light streaming, and it basically makes the streaming instantaneous instead of having that 20-second delay.
Okay.
So I just forgot to change that setting before I started this one.
See, now I have since I'm looking at your screen of the Streamlabs, I can't see your what you're working on as well because it's a little bit small.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that would be pretty small in the Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Okay.
That's as big as it goes. Let's see here. Starter. Okay. So that is going to be a power line off of the transmission control module, so that's this one. This is going to come back and go to...
Your dad has input.
This isn't... So that's not...
The power for the starter, that's just the trigger for it?
Yeah, this is just the trigger for the switch. It's not... The main power is like one of those huge big cables that I have going to it. This is just that 12-volt trigger for it. And that's going to go through my big switch. So that's not that big stainless steel switch that I have. It's going to go through that one. So even though it doesn't technically need that huge one, I still have... It's the same one I had before. But the way it's interesting how it works because this line here is going to come and let's drop it down and move up, I guess. I really wish I could take that out of the picture, remove it.
You can't?
No, because I didn't do them as individual pictures. All I did was delete the background out of the wood.
You did the wood out?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the
You could draw a white box over it.
I could. I don't know how to do that.
Just go do your CAD, draw a box,
Is it just like that? And
then do a fill on the box. Open the box.
like a solid fill, then
Do a solid fill, but you're going to want to change the outside line to a white. And do a solid fill white. Then you're going to send it back a couple layers. You're going to pull the other stuff up of it.
so. How did we do that before?
I don't know, I didn't see the pop-up boxes. Or just redraw the line over it now. For one.
Yeah.
You need to pull it up a little bit on the bottom though, because it's pulling off one of your red lines.
Oh yeah.
Control.
There we
I
go.
know I'm a control freak.
Alright, so the red one here, the red line here, this is going to go to here. Make this red so it's easier to see. And then from there, so that is 86. So then the bottom one's going to be ground. So we'll take another ground, paste it over here because 85 is going to be ground. And then that's going to allow power from 87, so 30 is going to go output, and 30 is going to go to my switch, right? Yes, 30 goes to the switch. So we're going to come out here. We're going to come down. Oh, that's too far. Oh well. Now we'll come out of here. I never finished this wire. That's for the fuel pump. So this is these. This is just going to go into the like a bus bar on here. That's going to be red. And then this is going to come out here. Let's move this out of the way. And this is going to come. And then this is going to be red as well.
Following me up there. Stretch it down below and cross it over the other one. You go underneath, it will go above.
It doesn't cross this way.
Fine.
And then this comes out of here, and this goes to the starter. So now I have the... So basically how this works is this is the neutral safety switch. So it comes from the ultronic shifter, and as long as this says it's in park or neutral, it'll send a 12-volt signal through here into this relay.
Mm-hmm.
This relay will trigger, and this is the red line because it's power.
Line it up.
Yep, it'll send 12 volts down to here, which then goes to which goes down to the switch, and the switch is that momentary toggle switch for the starter. That's actually what will trigger the starter. So if the transmission says it's in first gear or second or whatever, this switch won't work. So that way, if we go to Martin and they want to see if the neutral safety works, that's what this is. This is the whole neutral safety for it. And then, let's see what next. We have the flex. So this is going to come out of here. And this is going to go to input 1. And then it's got to be blue because that's the actual colored line. And then the Mac. So the Mac is going to go an output from here. And this is going to come down here and go over here. And we're going to come out of here. And this is going to come back over here, and this is going to go to
Katie. Anna? Come on.
and let's see here. This will come out of here. And this will go to this device. That's going to stay black because that is actually a pulse width ground. That's not actually power. Which means I have to have a power coming off this one too. Which is one of those wires under the dash. So let's run another one from here because I know that's missing. And then that's going to go that's a red one. So I need a picture of a bus.
I'm bad. They're going yellow. You want a yellow one, right? Yellow bus.
So I have a bus bar like that. Well, not technically like that, but and that is probably going to actually end up in the middle in here. But I don't want it on there in the middle of the diagram. So we're going to do this. We're going to do we're going to draw this one over here. Have this come off there. And the output of this is going to come up. And go to that. And then the output of this is going to go over to this. This is all going to be red. And then what this lets me do is it lets me put a fuse on this. So this will be the main ignition switch. So when I switch this off and on, this will turn on the power to the computer, to any accessories that I want. That's what will go to that one. And then it will basically energize this little bus. So this will send power to this device. A resistor? No. So for mine, I'm doing mine differently. That's going to be this switch down here, and then another switch down here. I don't have that on here yet. So actually, let me copy that over here. So this middle switch here, if you remember, I have that, like the arming switch, and that's what this one is. So basically what happens is this will be tied into this. And so that way I don't have to worry about the line lock being active when the car's not on, when the ignition's not on. And what's going to happen is this is going to send power to both of these. And then what's going to happen from here is this one will go to the switch, and it's going to go to the line lock. And then this one is going to go to this right here. And so what this will let me do is when I have this main switch turned on here, that arming switch, that will let the line lock work and or my bump button. But this one right here is for the trans brace relay. So I'll have this turned off, and my button that I use for the trans brake will also work for my line lock. So I can go into the burnout pad, have this one switched off, hit my trans brake button, do my burnout, and then when I get done with the burnout, I can flip this one on, and then that now my burnout button now is my trans brake button too. So that's how I'm getting away without needing a diode in there. Is because I'm doing it through these two switches and then this relay. And then the bump button, that's just going straight up to the ECU. That goes to one of the inputs up here. And so does this. This will go up to the ECU as well. So basically when the ECU sees the 12 volts come across here, if I push the other button, it'll send a signal to this solid state relay, and it will pulse it really quick, and that's how it bumps the car forward. But I need to clean this up a little bit. And this is going to be red. Let's see here. That's fine. That's fine. Light switch is going to be that's going to have to come off here. But I need to have, so that's I guess I can pull that and we'll shrink it down to just the turn signal. And we'll slide the shoulder. Slide this one over. Slide that one over. That one over. And that one over. Now we got some more space to work with here.
You could draw little arrows, little amber colored arrows.
And the funny thing is with this switch, because it's the center is off and either way is on, it's backwards on the wiring on the back side. So the first time I hooked this thing up, I was like, oh, I flipped the switch to the left and the right side turn signal came on. And I had to take like the whole dash apart and like skinny my hand back there to move the wires from one side to the other. Horrible. Horrible. So
When you can push from one turn signal to the other.
so this will actually make a copy of this. So we got left and right, which means I'll need to go from here. We'll go.
No, don't do that.
I know.
Oh. Grab the one on the left and stretch it over it.
Yep. There we go. So left and right will come up here. But before, so this is going to have power coming. We'll just tie into this one just for gimmicks. I need my circular relay. And that's going to be the power into this. And then the power out is going to go let's do it like this. Alright, we're cheating and doing it like that just to save on space. And then these come out of here. These will be red as well. Those are for the turn signals. Alright, and let's see here, what else?
Your lights going, your wires going through turn signals aren't like that.
Good call. And alright, so turn signals are good. Guess I can change this to red as well. And let's see.
You can break lines.
The brake ones.
No, I was just saying you can break lines. The lines. You can break them and put a joint in them.
Oh.
Down there in the bottom left-hand corner. The one that has... So... Yeah, that one, I think. Now click where you want to break a line, and then you can grab that joint and move it.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Okay.
So technically, you could probably just draw a line from point A to point B, then just break it, and then just stretch them all over the place. You would have to change color. Make it one color one time.
Alright, so here is the question. What am I missing? I'm missing headlights, which is going to go to a relay, which is going to go to another bus bar. So
Don't worry, I'm lost, so.
You're lost? So we're going to take... power from here. Because I want... Here's the question. Do I set it up so that I can have the headlights and all the lights on without the ignition on? Or do I set it up to where you have to have the ignition on to have the lights on?
I don't know what difference does it really make.
Just depends on where I pull the power for the light switch. If I pull the power from the light switch from this bus bar, it will be switched off the ignition switch. So if I have the ignition switch off, you can't turn on the lights. But if I have the ignition switch...
Safer for battery.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to accidentally bump the headlight switch. If you're stranded on the side of the road somewhere and you want to turn your hazards on or anything, probably don't have.
No, don't have hazards on it.
Okay, your turn signals. Just flash your turn signals. Yeah.
So the rope light that's inside the car is hooked up through the door switches. So that's not even on here. I do need to add that to the bus bar here so that you can, because it's going to be fused, but it's not going to be on one of these switches. It's set up so that if you open up any of the doors, it'll turn on all the interior lights. So that's going to be on a fuse. Let me do this then. That way I don't forget it, because otherwise I might. We're going to change that to headlights. And then let's do... We'll do... Alright, so now we got the strip lights. Headlights are... I almost need more of these. No, I don't, because I'm doing those. The lights are going to be off their own separate bus bar. So this one, that's going to be up here and going to go directly to this. And then it's also going to go directly to the ground, which is fine. This is going to go off of a relay. So this is going to be and this is going to be positive there. This is going to be red. So trigger for that is going to be
You should have picked up the wire rack thing at Harbor Freight with all the different colors. So you can have brown. And...
I picked that up off Amazon, so I have all the different colors. And we're going to come off here. And we'll go up here, and we'll cut over, just so it's easy to see.
That wire should be 7 5/8 from that wire.
That's really why I did it. That way I know that this wire is 1 foot and 9 inches away.
Got it.
Yep.
It's, just hit the dimensional when you're done. And oh my goodness, you might. Oh, that would be bad. I don't think it'll be able to dimension off of lines, but when you hit dimensional and it covers your whole drawing and all the dimensions on everything, every little thing.
Alright, so that gives me power coming into the relay. So this is going to have to be ground here. And then 87 is going to be coming off the fuse. So then when you flip the light switch, as long as the ignition switch is on, flip the light switch, that'll send power over to this bus bar here, which will activate headlights, running lights, headlights and running lights. And any of the interior gauge lights, so lights for my vacuum and boost gauge and tachometer and all that stuff will all get ran off of this one here. Alright, I think that is... What am I missing? I'm missing something. No, I have them basically set up to where you have to crack the door to turn those on. I don't have an interior switch for them.
You can get you a little battery powered dome light.
Right, inputs. What do I have for inputs? I have.
I sent you a picture of the thing you're missing.
That's what I'm looking for. Actually, let me just pull up the. It's so much easier just pulling up the thing and seeing what I have for inputs. Flex fuel is number 1. Trans brake, rev limiter is number 2. My secondary Holly map is 3, and bump. Okay, so I'm not missing anything there. Outputs, fan, and then boost solenoid. I'm good, so everything's set up here except for I gotta finish the stuff for all this. I need to. I wonder what this looks like if I print preview it. Not bad. I need to fix these switches a little bit.
Just hit the center button. Oh, you're not trying to line them up. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm just trying to slide them up so that they fit on the sheet a little bit better. And then this whole section, I'm just gonna take that off there. Take that off there. And now let's see how this thing looks.
Make sure you print preview.
It's not showing it on your screen.
No.
It fits. It all fits on a sheet of paper.
You could print the before picture. Take a picture what that feels is.
Let's see here.
It's good.
So
You made it a little bigger than that.
yeah, I have to play with the zoom to get it to fill the whole page, but this will give me a good working diagram for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be able to go through and lay it all out and get it all put on here. So, and then I'll be crimping connectors for probably the 4-5 hours. Yeah. Not looking forward to that. But it'll be nice when it's done. So, alright, well, I'm going to end the live stream here. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like